took a tough loss to Timothy Ingle in a top fight. Hasn't had a fight since May, so interested to see how Michael Taylor bounces back. Great guy. Dave King, his corner man, great guy. When you get 11 fights in an amateur career and your record's a little upside down, it's a little hard to get motivated to stay in there, but Michael Taylor's hanging in there. Solid fighter. A lot of those fights that went to decision could have went either way. He took some tough losses.
You're right. And one thing that needs to be mentioned about Michael Taylor, although his record is lopsided, he did start his career out 0-4, and has since bounced back. In his last 7 fights, he has gone 4-3. And since then, he has not lost back-to-back fights in the last 7 bouts. So expect to see a game Taylor come to this bout tonight when he takes on Ryan Roark, who is 2-5. Now, Ryan is coming into this bout on a 2-fight losing streak, dropping to Derek Smith and Tim Curtis, both by knockouts. So let's see if he comes at this bout with a different game plan than he did in the last 2 fights, because those didn't fare too well for Ryan. Ryan training with Billy Scott's Catch Wrestling. There's a lot of tough guys out of there.
Josh Phelps, Big Braden Ward, yep.
Just found out tonight she's a twin. Taylor twins. I think they might be on Facebook.
Jason Waddle giving shout-outs to the ring girl. Gary Copeland checking with the officials before we head into our 4th bout of the night. Guys, thanks for hanging out here on CageCasters.com, Juan Valley. Myself, Gary Thomas, middleweight fight.
Michael Taylor in the black Valley Tudo trunks with the Batman. Ryan Roark in the olive green board shorts.
Taylor putting together some good combinations early.
Ryan's able to hang tough there. Survived the initial onslaught there from Michael.
I like how Taylor doesn't come with just one shot. When he's throwing 2 and 3 punches at a time. Really staying busy. You see that working the combinations really good. Roark trying to counter.
Roark throwing some feeler jabs out there. Ryan is just
Michael Taylor looking sharp.
Absolutely on the stand-up. And one thing you notice too in the amateurs when they're throwing these combinations, a lot of fighters aren't very technical or precise with their precise with the shots. Taylor looks like he's phenomenal with the
his stand-up
stand-up.
looks amazing right now. Trip, no go. If I'm Taylor, I'm do just that. I back up, reset, try to keep it standing here.
I would imagine at some point Ryan's going to go in for the takedown to get the fight to the ground. He's not faring too well here on the stand-up. And it almost looks like he's cut on the side of his nose by the right eye. I can't really tell. It's moving too much.
Taylor thought about a takedown. Goes tripping. Gets on top.
Right into full mount position. Without any hesitation there from Ryan. Ryan.
Roark. Great job from Roark to get an escape. Landing some shots on Taylor. Taylor holding on for the single leg. Goes for the trip again. Roark finds himself in good position here. Got the side control.
This is exactly where he needs this fight.
Throw some knees to the body there and you'll be great.
Nice hammer fist to the ribs there. It looks like he's going for the submission. Taylor looks like he's powering out of it. Powers through and ends up in a dominant position here. Gains the back of Ryan. And he's circling around. Needs to hook in the legs there. He does.
Rear naked choke.
Gets a rear naked choke.
No go.
Ryan's fighting out of it. He's doing a good job. Taylor transitions over to full mount position again. And it looks like he's got Ryan right where he wants him. But we just had the 10 seconds left here in the first round. Ryan should be able to survive here and live to see the second round.
There we go. Solid first round by Michael Taylor. Ron Roark turned it on late. It's another one tough to call there.
I would have to give that one all to Michael Taylor. His stand-up overshadowed the little boost of aggression there from Ryan in the last part of the first round. But Michael Taylor's breathing pretty heavy there in the corner. He might have worn himself out from all the strikes early in the first round. And it does look like Ryan has a mouse on his right eye.
He took a lot of damage there in the first round.
Nothing significant yet coming from the mouse, but you can definitely tell it's something's forming there. All right, Gary, you're in the corner of Ryan. He took a hellacious, I take it back. It wasn't hellacious. He survived, but he took a pretty good beating there in the first round.
Got to get it back to the ground. He found some success in side control, but Taylor was the one that was actually initiating the takedown. So maybe we'll see Roark go in, try to land something here. 3 more minutes on the clock. Second round action here at Hardrock MMA 76. Gary Copeland checking in on the fighters. Here we go.
If Taylor has the gas, he should keep this fight standing. He had
Roark coming out, body shot.
Nice knee to the midsection. Ryan goes for the judo throw there. The hip toss.
We see Taylor on top.
Where's your weight at, Ryan? You can't stay.
Taylor complaining that Roark's grabbing his glove.
Don't give your back up, Ryan. Up. Here, hey, go for a choke. Until you turn, go for a choke. You got to touch this rock. Come on.
Ryan turns over to avoid.
Can he get back to his feet? Taylor powers him back down.
You have to get up. Ryan, Roark.
Taylor now inside control.
Ryan, get your hips out. Ryan, get your hips out. There's no weight on you.
Roark tried to roll over, giving up his back to get to his feet. Was unsuccessful. Taylor now is in full mount. Hold on to the cage there.
Gary Copeland went for the slap a little too late.
Roark using the cage to roll over and get out from underneath.
There we go.
A little scramble there. Looked like Taylor was trying to get
Armbar maybe?
either armbar or triangle, but neither one successful.
Now here is where Roark can inflict some damage. If he can hold Taylor down here.
I think Taylor might be gassed there. He's not really trying to get out from underneath. Not really doing nothing. He is defending the submission attempt here from Roark. I don't think he's in the position where he is to get the submission locked on, and he's not. Taylor's able to slide out, and now he's in.
Now Taylor should work the body. See one punch, he should try to follow up with that.
Roark circles around, gets the back, drops back. Roark is able to turn around and is now in the guard position, but hovering over Taylor up against the cage. And he's landing some nice strikes of his own.
Taylor looks a little out of sorts there. Grabbing for the leg, just out of reach. Tail of 2 rounds here. Roark controlling the second stanza.
Roark throwing some shots. One did look like his back of the head. Copeland calls him on it.
Yeah, Gary Copeland warns him about the back of the head. Can we get an arm triangle choke here?
It is in, but it's less than 10 seconds left. Saved by the bell. For the first time tonight, we're going to that third and final round.
I've got it 1 round apiece going into the final.
I did too. Roark came out a different fighter the second round. Very impressed. I think he has his fight locked up. Unless Taylor can do something, come in the third round. But it looks like he's gassed. There's not much left in the tank there.
I don't know. This is where you dig deep, right?
You got to dig deep if you want to get this win. I will say Roark has shown some great defense as far as the stand-up, not getting caught like he had in the previous 2 fights. And I think he found that confidence in himself here. And it's taking him to the third round here in this fight.
Gary Copeland comments on how tough this fight would be to score. I agree. I don't know. I think it's pretty clear 1-1 right now.
You're absolutely correct.
But which round to who is kind of up in the air.
That it is. If I was Taylor coming to the third round, you have to keep this fight standing. He has not been effective on the ground.
Not at all.
Roark is dominant on the ground, so if Roark wants to keep this fight in his corner for the win, he needs to take it to the ground. That's where he's been successful at so far.
Ooh, right hand lands from Roark.
And as I say that, Roark is coming out and landing some nice strikes.
This very well could play into the gas tank of Michael Taylor. He's not as aggressive.
Nice knees.
Roark looking impressive to start the third round. Taylor going in, grabbing the single leg.
Roark needs to get the underhooks in to prevent the takedown. At this point, I believe Taylor will get it.
No.
And I stand corrected. Roark circles out. Now he has Taylor pressed up against the cage. Taylor tried for a knee.
You see a little goose egg coming up on the left eye of Michael Taylor.
Roark pressing forward.
Coming in.
Taylor's just kind of throwing wildly here, keeping his hands down.
You can tell both guys are tired. They're not as quick to engage.
I would say Roark's doing a great job of keeping his hands up, even though he is gassed and tired.
Big knee by Roark.
Taylor with the takedown, but I don't think he's going to be able to do much here. Roark rolls over, gives up his back. Taylor tries to capitalize with it.
I think Taylor
powers through, gets side control.
Got to do something with it. I think he's trying to catch his breath. Not a lot of time left, though, if he wants to win this round and the fight.
Roark, nice job there.
And you see, Taylor just kind of curls up there.
He does. And Taylor just kind of just lays flat, which is a position you don't want to be in. But now he's working to his knees. Roark circles around. Taylor holds on to ankle though.
Going back, looking for the submission.
Roark looks like he's going for an armbar here. But it's not going to happen. There's only 10 seconds left. Roark hears that bell and then starts to unleash some strikes there. That right there shows you a sign of an experienced fighter.
Solid fight between Michael Taylor and Ron Roark here.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That first round, the first minute or so, I thought Roark wasn't going to last much longer. Prove me wrong. goes all 3 rounds, and to be honest with you, I think he's got this fight. 29-28 across the board. Should go to Ryan Roark, but I wouldn't be surprised here, so you never know what's going to happen.
While the judges are tabulating the score, or while the commission's tabulating the scores of the judges, head over to BluegrassMMA.com. Get caught up on everything in the Ohio Valley region. Just dropped our first Bluegrass MMA podcast. A little different from what we have been doing. We'll have the results of tonight. Hopefully we'll get some good pictures from our man, Carlo Kellum.
Michael Taylor now, he's gassed. He's holding on,
He's
bending over, hands on his knees.
Still a smile on his face. Shout out to everybody out there watching on CageCaster.com. Special shout out to our man Matt Metz tuning in from wherever he is. I think he's out on the West Coast or something.
Hi, Matt. I think Nevada.
Nevada?
Las
Arizona?
Vegas.
Somewhere,
Yeah. Yeah. He's at the Grand Canyon. He's with his donkey down the canyon.
A lot of great supporters of local mixed martial arts, and we thank you for tuning in. Guys, don't forget tonight, huge
One thing
main
that kind of
event.
scares me, when it goes this long,
Why do you interrupt me?
I have a feeling it's going to be a split decision.
Somebody mute this kid's microphone. Q Parks versus JP Felty in the main event.
Shh, here it comes. Here comes the official announcement.
After 3 rounds, Judge Mertz scores the bout.
Split decision.
29-28. Blue. Judge Evans scores the bout. 29-28. Red. And Judge Bowman scores the bout. 29-28. For your winner by split decision, the red corner ring.
You called the split decision there, Juan. I like the decision. I liked it split.